There are two forces that exist within you, one that wants you to rise and one that wants you to remain small. The force that wants you to rise is often the quietest voice, hidden beneath layers of fear, uncertainty, and the harsh whispers of doubt. The force that wants you to remain small is loud, relentless, and it screams to keep you in the safe, the comfortable, the known. But let me tell you this, the loudest voices are not the ones that define your future. It is the quiet voice, the one that comes from your deepest truth, that holds the power to change your life. Every great achievement, every empire ever built, every dream that ever became reality began with a single thought, a single belief that burned brighter than the doubts that surrounded it. Think of Thomas Edison. The world told him he was crazy for believing in light when darkness was all around. He failed thousands of times, but he never let doubt convince him that he could not succeed. And in the end, the light he brought to the world didn't just illuminate rooms, it ignited revolutions. But Edison's story is not unique. Every person you admire, every name etched in history, every giant whose shoulders you stand upon, they all had to face the same battle, the battle against doubt. Doubt that told them they were not worthy, doubt that told them they didn't have enough, doubt that told them they would fail. The difference between them and the millions who never make it is that they burned their doubt and they built their destiny with the ashes. Right now, doubt is knocking at your door. It is the voice that tells you that you're too young, too old, too inexperienced, too unqualified. It's the voice that says, not now, maybe later, maybe when things are better. But the truth is, there is no better time than now. And the only thing that stands between you and your destiny is the decision to burn that doubt and replace it with unwavering belief. The power to change your life, to build the destiny you desire, starts in the mind. It starts with what you believe. Do you believe that you are destined for greatness, or do you believe that greatness is reserved for others? Do you believe that your past defines your future, or do you believe that your future is a blank canvas waiting for you to create your masterpiece? The only thing that stands between you and everything you desire is belief, and belief starts by rejecting doubt. You see, belief is not passive. Belief is active. It is a force, a fuel, a fire that burns within you. It propels you forward when the world tries to pull you back. It gives you the strength to take the next step when all seems impossible. But belief requires clarity. It requires vision. It requires you to see the end result, to know where you're going, and to keep your eyes fixed on that destination, no matter how far away it seems. Clarity is not a luxury. It is a necessity. Without it, you are like a ship lost at sea, drifting aimlessly, blown around by every wind, pulled under by every current. But when you have clarity, you become the captain of your ship. You set the course, and the world has no choice but to follow. The clarity of your vision is the compass that will guide you through the storms. It is the force that will keep you moving forward when everything around you says, give up. But clarity alone is not enough. Clarity must be followed by purpose. Purpose is the fuel that turns clarity into action. It is the reason you wake up every morning. It is the reason you fight through the days when the road is tough. Purpose is what makes the struggle worth it. Without purpose, you will drift. You will lose your way. But with purpose, you will march with unshakable resolve. Look at every person who has ever made history. They didn't just have a vision. They had a purpose behind that vision. Henry Ford didn't build cars because it was easy. He built them because he had a purpose to revolutionize the way people live. Steve Jobs didn't create Apple just for the sake of creating technology. He had a purpose to change the way we interact with the world. When you have purpose, the world has no choice but to respond. The question is, what is your purpose? What is the driving force behind the dream you are chasing? What wakes you up every day, even when you don't feel like waking up? Because without purpose, you will be tossed around by the winds of life. But with purpose, you become unstoppable. And once you have purpose, once you have a clear vision and a burning belief in your destiny, you must meet that vision with discipline. Discipline is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. It is the daily actions, the small choices, the commitments you make every single day that add up to your future success. It is easy to think that success comes in grand moments, in flashes of brilliance. But the truth is, success is built in the mundane. It is built in the early mornings when everyone else is still asleep. It is built in the late nights when the world has quieted down. It is built in the hours when no one is watching, when no one is clapping. Discipline is the ability to keep going when the initial excitement fades, when the motivation wanes, when the doubt creeps in. It's the ability to keep your hands on the wheel and your eyes on the road no matter how long the journey takes. Success is not for the lazy. It is not for the impatient. It is for the disciplined. It is for those who show up day after day with the same intensity, the same commitment, no matter the circumstances. And discipline is not just about working hard, it is about working smart. It is about focusing your energy on what truly matters, what truly moves you forward. It is about saying no to distractions, saying no to mediocrity, and saying yes to excellence, because success is not an accident. It is a result of deliberate effort, of smart choices, and of an unwavering commitment to your vision. But no matter how disciplined you are, no matter how hard you work, there will be obstacles. There will be moments when you want to quit, when you want to throw in the towel and walk away. The road to success is never a straight line. It is filled with bumps, detours, and setbacks. But it is in these moments of adversity that your true character is revealed. It is in these moments that your resilience is tested. And it is in these moments that you must remember the greatest achievements are born out of the greatest challenges. Resilience is the quality that will carry you through the hardest of times. It is the ability to bounce back when life knocks you down. It is the refusal to accept failure as the end of the story. It is the strength to keep going, even when you feel like giving up. Resilience is not something you are born with. It is something you cultivate. It is a muscle you build by pushing through adversity, by learning from failure, by never giving up. Think of the greatest minds in history. Each one of them faced failure. Edison failed over 1,000 times before he invented the light bulb. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team. Walt Disney went bankrupt before creating Disneyland. Every one of them could have let failure define them, but instead they used failure as fuel. They burned their doubt and kept moving forward, step by step, until their dreams became reality. And now, it is your turn. Your doubts, your fears, your obstacles, none of them can stop you unless you let them. You have the power within you to build the destiny you desire. But it will require you to burn the doubt. It will require you to let go of the limitations you have placed on yourself and to believe in your potential. It will require you to step into your power and to trust that the path you are on is the one that will lead you to greatness. So, what are you waiting for? Your future is not out of reach, it is within you. Right now, you have the ability to change your life. Right now, you can burn the doubt that has held you back. Right now, you can step into your greatness. The choice is yours. But remember this, your destiny is waiting for you to claim it. All you need to do is burn the doubt and build the life you were always meant to live. It's easy to look at others who have achieved greatness and think, they were lucky, or they were born with something I don't have. But here's the truth. Luck doesn't create legends. Greatness isn't some gift bestowed upon the chosen few. It's the result of burning doubt, taking action, and staying committed, no matter how difficult the journey may be. Every person who has ever created something extraordinary was once just like you, a person with doubts, fears, and struggles. They were not born with an advantage. They were made by their decisions, their actions, and their refusal to give up. You have everything within you to become the person you were meant to be. You have the potential for greatness, just like they did, but it's not going to come without a price. It's not going to come without sacrifice. The world doesn't give greatness to the passive. It doesn't give greatness to those who wait for the perfect moment. It gives greatness to those who are willing to fight for it, to make the hard decisions, to face the uncertainty with a vision that burns brighter than any obstacle. Look at the greats in history. When Elon Musk was building SpaceX, everyone said he was crazy. People laughed at him. They said it was impossible to land rockets. They said he would fail. But he didn't listen to their doubt. He didn't let their negativity determine his reality. Instead, he doubled down on his belief and his vision. And today, SpaceX has made history by successfully landing rockets, revolutionizing space travel, and opening the door to a new era of exploration. That's the power of belief. That's the power of burning doubt and focusing on the possibility, the vision, and the purpose that will push you beyond what everyone else tells you is possible. The road to success is never easy. It is always harder than you think. But that's the test. Are you willing to keep going when it gets hard? Are you willing to rise above the challenges, even when you don't have all the answers? Are you willing to stand firm in the face of doubt, to believe when it feels like nothing is going your way? That is where you separate yourself from the rest. That is the line that divides those who achieve greatness from those who settle for mediocrity. You cannot afford to listen to the noise of the world. You cannot afford to let your doubt speak louder than your dreams. You must burn that doubt with every ounce of your being, every thought, every action, until it no longer has any power over you. Only then can you begin to build the destiny you were born to create. There is no shortcut. There is no easy way out. Success requires your total commitment. It requires your absolute dedication. It demands that you show up every single day, ready to fight, ready to work, and ready to trust the process. The path will be long, the nights will be hard, and the journey will test you in ways you never expected. But this is the price of greatness. This is what separates the successful from the unsuccessful. So, ask yourself this: what is your destiny? What is the dream that burns in your soul, the one that refuses to let you go, the one that keeps you awake at night, thinking of how you can make it a reality? That is the path you must follow. That is the destiny you must create, and it starts today. Start by burning your doubts. Let them fall away like dry leaves in the wind. Let go of the fear, the uncertainty, the negativity that has held you back for so long. Trust that you have what it takes to succeed. Trust that your mind, when focused and clear, will guide you to your destiny. Trust that every step you take, no matter how small, is one step closer to the life you were meant to live. It doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter what you've been through. It doesn't matter how many times you've fallen or how many people have told you that you can't. What matters is that you choose to rise. What matters is that you decide today that your doubts will no longer control you, that you will take command of your mind, and that you will begin building your destiny with every decision you make. Because once you make that choice, once you burn your doubt and ignite your belief, nothing can stand in your way. The obstacles, the challenges, the setbacks, they will come. But they will no longer stop you. You will face them with courage, you will face them with resolve, and you will rise above them. The life you dream of is not some distant, unreachable future. It is waiting for you, right here, right now. But it will require you to act. It will require you to step into your power, to trust your vision, and to stay committed, no matter what. The world doesn't give greatness to the passive. It doesn't give greatness to those who are afraid to fail. It gives greatness to those who are willing to go after it, relentlessly and without hesitation. Now, ask yourself, are you ready? Are you ready to burn the doubt that has held you back? Are you ready to step into your power and build the life you were meant to live? Because this is your moment. This is your time. The world is waiting for you to take that first step. Don't wait for the perfect moment. The perfect moment is now. Remember this: you have the power to create your destiny. You have the power to shape your life. The only thing standing in your way is doubt. And today, right now, you have the choice to burn it. So burn it, let it go, and start building your destiny, one decision at a time. There is a difference between dreaming and doing. Dreams are seeds, but without the action that follows, they remain seeds forever. Dreams without action are like a field full of unplanted seeds. Nothing will grow, nothing will bloom. The moment you decide to burn your doubts and take action is the moment your dreams begin to take shape. It is in the doing that you manifest the life you've always imagined. Now, you might think that the world owes you success. You might think that if you wait long enough, if you wish hard enough, things will just fall into place. But let me remind you of this. Success does not come from waiting. Success does not come from wishing. Success comes from doing. It comes from taking bold action in the face of fear. It comes from walking the road, step by step, knowing that with every movement you are building your future. This journey is yours to own, but owning it requires that you show up. It requires that you push yourself beyond what you think you're capable of. The fear you feel is the first sign that you are on the right path. It is the signal that you are stretching beyond your limits, reaching for something greater. Embrace that fear. Don't run from it. Fear is not your enemy, it is your guide. It shows you where you must grow, where you must break through, and where you must push forward. The road to greatness is paved with the bricks of perseverance. It is built by those who refuse to give up, who refuse to accept the word no, who refuse to bow to failure. The most successful people in history were not the ones who were born with the most talent. They were the ones who worked the hardest, who failed the most, who refused to let their circumstances define their future. Think about the stories of the most successful people you admire. Every single one of them had moments of doubt, of failure, of setbacks. They faced adversity in ways that most people would never imagine. Yet, they still pushed through. They still moved forward. Why? Because they understood something that most people don't respect. They understood that success is not about avoiding failure, it's about rising every time you fall. It's about burning the doubt and turning it into determination. It's about knowing that every challenge is an opportunity for growth, every setback a lesson in resilience. You are capable of more than you think. You are capable of greatness, but greatness is not given to you, it is earned, one decision at a time, one step at a time, one moment at a time. Every time you push past your comfort zone, every time you take action despite your doubts, you are building your future. You are creating the destiny you were meant to live. There is a part of you that already knows this. There is a part of you that is already calling you to rise, to act, to step into your power. The question is, will you listen? Will you answer the call? Because the moment you decide to rise, the moment you burn that doubt and begin to build your future, the universe will respond, the doors will open, the opportunities will arise, and the life you've always dreamed of will begin to take form before your very eyes. But it all starts with a single choice, a choice to believe in yourself, a choice to burn the doubt that has held you back, a choice to take the first step toward your destiny. You don't have to have it all figured out. You don't need to know every step of the journey. You just need to make the decision to start. Once you make that decision, everything will start to fall into place. It's time to stop waiting for the right moment, because the right moment is now. It's time to stop doubting your potential and start believing in your power. It's time to take control of your future and build the destiny you were always meant to live. You have everything within you to make this happen. You have the strength, the wisdom, and the courage to turn your dreams into reality. This is your moment. The fire is already burning inside you. Now it's time to let it consume the doubt, the fear, and the uncertainty, and let it fuel you to the heights of success. It's time to rise. It's time to burn doubt, and it's time to build your destiny. You will face challenges. You will face moments of doubt, but remember, those moments are not your enemy. They are your opportunity to prove to yourself what you're made of. They are the tests that separate those who live in mediocrity from those who live in greatness. And when you rise above them, when you keep moving forward, when you burn that doubt and turn it into determination, that's when you will unlock your full potential. No one can do this for you. No one can build your future except you. The path to greatness is yours to walk, but you must decide to walk it. You must decide to burn the doubt, to trust in your vision, and to commit to the journey ahead. When you make that decision, everything will change, the world will shift, the doors will open, and you will finally step into the greatness that you were always meant to live. So, what are you waiting for? The time is now. Burn the doubt, build your destiny, and make the life you've always dreamed of a reality? The world doesn't wait for you to be ready. It doesn't pause for you to catch up. Time moves on relentlessly, whether you take action or not. The choices you make today will determine who you become tomorrow. So let's be clear, this isn't about tomorrow, this is about now. It's about making a commitment to yourself today to rise above your doubts, to stand tall in the face of fear, and to step into the life you know is meant for you. This is not about perfection. Perfection is a myth, a distraction designed to keep you stuck in indecision. No one who has ever achieved greatness did so because they were perfect. They did it because they were relentless. They did it because they embraced their flaws, their failures, their challenges, and used them as fuel to propel them forward. Perfection is not the key to success. Progress is. And progress is made one step at a time. You will not always have the answers. You will not always know the next move. But if you keep going, if you stay committed, the path will reveal itself. The answers will come, the opportunities will appear, and you will realize that every step you've taken, every moment of doubt you've overcome, has brought you closer to your destiny. The key is not to wait for everything to be perfect. The key is to start. And once you start, you will find your rhythm, your flow, and your momentum. Momentum is a force. Once it starts, it cannot be easily stopped. But it requires action to begin. It requires you to take that first step, to push through the resistance, to step into discomfort. And here's the secret. The more you push through that discomfort, the stronger you become. The stronger you become, the more unstoppable you are. But be prepared for the moments when the doubt comes back. It will come perhaps even stronger than before. The temptation to quit will arise. But here's the most powerful truth you must carry with you. Doubt is a liar. Doubt will tell you that you're not good enough. Doubt will tell you that you've failed too many times. Doubt will try to convince you that it's too late. But those are lies. The only truth is that you are capable, you are worthy, and you are unstoppable once you make the choice to keep moving forward. Every great person who has ever lived has faced doubt. Every one of them has been tempted to give up. But they didn't. They kept going. They trusted their vision. They trusted their purpose. They trusted the process. And that is why they are remembered today. The key to immortality, to leaving a legacy, is not in the result, but in the persistence. It is in the refusal to give up, to quit, or to settle for less than your full potential. You are capable of achieving what you desire. You are capable of doing the impossible. But it will require everything from you. It will require your heart, your soul, your willpower, and your undying belief in yourself. And it will require you to burn every ounce of doubt that tries to stand in your way. It won't be easy. It won't always feel good. But there is no greater satisfaction than knowing you gave everything to build the life you want. There is no greater feeling than looking at the world around you and knowing that you created it. You don't need anyone's permission. You don't need anyone's approval. The only thing you need is the courage to keep moving, to keep believing, and to keep acting. The moment you take action, the moment you commit to burning your doubt and living with purpose, the world begins to change. Your circumstances begin to shift. Opportunities that were once invisible begin to appear. People who were once indifferent begin to support you. The universe begins to align with your vision, but it will only do so if you take that first step. If you choose to take action in spite of the doubt, in spite of the fear, in spite of the uncertainty. The moment you choose to burn the doubt, to stop letting it control you, you take control of your life. You become the creator of your destiny. You become the author of your story. No one else can do that for you. It is your story to write. It is your life to live. And every word, every page, every chapter is up to you. So ask yourself, what kind of story do you want to write? What legacy do you want to leave behind? The choice is yours. You have everything you need to make it happen. It's time to stop waiting for the perfect moment. The perfect moment is now. The perfect moment is when you decide to burn the doubt, take action, and build the life you know is yours to claim. You are not here by accident. You are here because you have a purpose. You are here because your vision has the power to change the world. It's time to stop doubting and start believing. It's time to stop waiting for permission and start taking action. It's time to burn the doubt and build your destiny. The world is waiting for you to step into your power. The world is waiting for you to take your place among the giants. The world is waiting for you to show up, to rise above, and to burn the doubt. Will you answer the call? Will you step forward and claim your destiny? The choice is yours. Your destiny is waiting. Will you rise